I've made the rounds as a touring sideman for sure. We had that band. I toured for a long time with Bilal on bass and vocals. I toured for a long time with Marcus Miller on drums and vocals and various other percussion things. I toured for several years with which I still do from time to time with Bobby McFerrin.
Right.
On drums and vocals and baritone acoustic guitar.
Yeah, that was a fantastic group. We kept running into each other in festivals.
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
man.
We ran
every night.
Snarky Puppy, and which was an interesting transition because I was kind of like dipping in and out of the Snarky thing for a while, and then Bobby Land kind of took over, and then we were still in the same tours kind of for a couple of years.
Right. Yeah.
In San Bernardino, I think that was a run in Europe and the Canary Islands. Maybe that was a runs that like we were kind of parallel doing the same festivals.
Yeah. So I'm watching you play like with Bobby, and it's like, okay, you're the drummer of the band, but then it's like, then the thing breaks down, and then you're playing acoustic guitar and you're singing back up, and it's like fulfilling so many roles, and it's like so really it was really great to watch, and like it's always like the I think. I mean, I'm speaking personally, but I think what draws people to you, especially musicians, is that you're always serving the music. It's not like a thing. I'm a musician. I'm showing off and I'm flashy, even though you're very proficient. It's always like I'm serving this music, and like well, Bobby was like so apparent. He was so nice.
He was really instrumental in me finding my equilibrium in that, because my nature is to fall back and support. But Bobby said you should contribute because what you have to offer is valid as long as you are present in this moment. And that was one thing I learned from the first gig we did together from 5 years ago, that is, and still going, was that from day one it became clear to me the only prerequisite to making music with Bobby was that he's such a master of the moment. And I figured out literally in that first gig that once my focus went elsewhere and I took myself out of the moment, either to be over obsessive about my lack of ability or my insecurities about my technique or this or that, or instantly you would miss the train. But his train keeps going. And so I learned really quickly that all I have to do is be present. And from there, anything goes. And he would validate it. And as long as you're plugged in, he would encourage no matter how crazy or seemingly it may be super heady, or it may be super raw dog organic, and he, as long as you were plugged, as long as you were plugged in to this moment and you weren't trying to recreate something else, that resonates, and that's the biggest lesson I learned from him, and it really validated me as in terms of finding a balance of my own identity and contributing to music as a whole. Yeah. And also singing. I had stopped singing for a long time, and he really that lesson of being present in the moment and learning that anything that is here and present is valid.
He was encouraging you to
absolutely 100%
express yourself.
Yeah, and it was the first place for me that I was really able to begin to make sense of myself as a multi-instrumentalist all in the same world.
Right, yeah.
Before then, it's I play bass on this gig, I play guitar on this gig, and I sing in this gig, I play drums in this gig, and I know you know. Yeah. Don't always have to play to win. Just another day. Ooh, back and forth and back.